Hello friends, welcome to S&S Jolly Paradise. This is Suhan Siva. In this video, we are going to watch the springtime famed, splendid, glorious cherry blossoms and the story behind it. If you haven't subscribed our channel, please subscribe. In the midst of spring flowering trees, cherry blossoms are so eye-catching. Every springtime, cherry trees are covered with tiny blossoms. Every year, every single cherry tree blooms. This full bloom is enjoyed each spring season. It marks the end of winter and beginning of spring. The cherry blossom season lasts only about a month. The blooms can last up to 2 to 3 weeks depending on the weather. Not all the cherry tree varieties bloom at the same time. The changes in weather conditions may have an impact on the time of flowering. It could be delayed or advanced. Also, blossoms blooming varies depending on the region. When we talk about cherry blossoms, we need to know about two Japanese words, sakura and hanami. Sakura means cherry blossom, which symbolizes renewal and hope. Japanese consider them as a symbol for cycle of life or time for renewal, and it's been treasured by them. It's a symbol of Japan and it's the biggest annual event. 60% of the population are involved into the celebration. Hanami means flower viewing. Cherry blossom and cherry blossom viewing have been happening in the Japanese culture for over the years. The tradition dates back 1,000 years ago, as early as 8th century. This tradition began with emperors and members of imperial palace feasting under the blooming tree's branches. It was the aristocrats who enjoyed hanami. The cherry blossom trees were also part of the spiritual landscape. It's rooted in history and tradition. Now the cherry blossom festival is celebrated and enjoyed by everyone. People flock to parks to enjoy the panoramic view of the cherry blossoms. Even though cherry blossom is a label of Japan, but it has spread to many countries like Australia, Canada, Turkey, Germany, South Korea, Netherlands, India, USA. Many countries around the world celebrate their bloom by hosting the festival annually. When it's beginning of spring in Australia, we thought it's time for cherry blossom explosion festive. Let's go! Now we are at S&R Orchard at Roleystone, which is 40 kilometers from Perth, capital of Western Australia. It opens the gate every year for Japanese themed incredible cherry blossom festival at the beginning of spring. When the tree blooms, the real party starts. It's time for pack up for picnics. It's a perfect day. The weather is perfect with beautiful clear sky and bright sunshine. We are going to explore the Cherry Blossom Festival. The color of the blossom varies from white to light pink. The cherry blossoms have 5 petals or more. The blossom with more than 5 petals are typically the last ones to open. The flower petals are edible. They are used in many traditional Japanese sweets and tea. Also, cocktails are made with preserved blossoms. ornamental cherry blossom trees that we commonly see are medium-sized trees, range 15 to 30 feet tall, which are easy to grow. Wild cherry trees can grow up to 80 feet tall. The cherry blossom tree includes several varieties, but the most commonly referred cultivar is Yoshino cherry tree. These flowering sakuras are sterile and do not produce fruits. Some do produce small purple-black fruits that are of interest only to birds. These sakuras are not to be confused with cherry trees that produce fruit for eating. The cherry blossom trees have a short lifespan. They only last 16 to 20 years, but certain species have a much longer life expectancy. Here we can see the people celebrating the sakura, the beauty of nature, and welcoming the beautiful spring season. The people have gathered to enjoy time together with family and friends. There are plenty of family-friendly activities like tractor ride, bouncy castle, animal farm, Ferris wheel, and food vans. The people are picnicking and enjoying the companionship, food and drinks among the cherry blossom. Also, there are a lot of properties with cherry blossom themes which are so fascinating and used as backdrop for taking photographs, which are similar to Japanese tradition. In Japanese tradition, they feast day and night, lots and lots of food. They celebrate with song, dance, people picnicking under the blossom with their family and friends. The food are often themed to match the sakura. It's a great day out not only for us, but also for the ducks and ducklings. Throughout New South Wales, there are a number of towns sakura is celebrated. The Kaura Japanese Garden is the largest Japanese garden in the southern hemisphere. The annual Cherry Blossom Festival is a major event in Kaura during September. Also, you can see they are selling the cherry blossom trees. If you'd like to grow the tree in your backyard, it's a great idea. The cherry blossom tree is very easy to grow. Medium growth flowering cherry trees grows very easily. They need full to partial sun, good air circulation, and well-drained soil. During the season time, our garden will be honored with never-ending beauty. I would like to add a surprise information to this video. We all know that the Cherry Blossom Festival is a cultural tradition of Japan. However, the cherry blossom capital of the world is Macon in Georgia, USA, which is home to an estimated 350,000 cherry blossom trees. Each spring, Macon hosts the International Cherry Blossom Festival. In 1912, Japan gifted 3,000 cherry blossom trees to USA to plant around the tidal basin in Washington, D.C. to celebrate their friendship. Thank you all very much for watching the video and love to see your comments. If you like the video, please click the like button, do share, and don't forget to subscribe and click the bell button. I will see you all with the next interesting video. Until it's bye from Suhan Siva.